Hey everyone, welcome back. Thank you for joining me again. Today, I want to talk about something that doesn't just affect Japan today, but Japan decades from now. Something that influences the economy, healthcare, work, family, culture, identity, and even the question, what does it mean to grow old in modern society? Japan is now one of the oldest countries in the world, and not in history or culture, but in demographics. As of 2024, almost 30% of the population is 65 or older. That means nearly 1 in every 3 people you see in Japan is a senior citizen. And for the first time, the number of people over 75 is larger than the number between 65 and 74. In some places, especially rural areas, the streets are quiet. Schools have closed, stores are shuttered, bus schedules are reduced, and community events stop because there simply aren't enough young people to run them. But this didn't happen suddenly. It happened gradually, year after year, through 2 major forces. People are living longer, and fewer babies are being born. Japan has one of the highest life expectancies in the world. Medical care improved, nutrition improved, living conditions improved. People live longer, which is a success story. But at the same time, birth rates fell, not because people stopped liking children, but because raising them became difficult, expensive, and exhausting. So now Japan faces a new reality. The population pyramid, once wide at the bottom and narrow at the top, is turning upside down. More older adults, fewer workers, fewer children, a shrinking, aging society. And when a society ages at this scale, everything changes. Healthcare needs rise, pension costs rise, long-term care demand rises. Meanwhile, the number of people paying taxes decreases, so the burden shifts, and younger generations feel it. In Japan, many young people already pay high insurance premiums and taxes to support elderly care. Some feel they are working not for their future, but to maintain the past. Some worry, will there be anything left for us? Will pensions exist when I'm old? Do I have to support the system alone? And because life feels uncertain, many delay marriage or avoid having children altogether. So the cycle continues, but there is another layer to this story, not just statistics or economics, but people. Japan is a country where many elderly live alone. Some stay independent, some stay active. Some engage in community services, volunteering, sports, and lifelong learning. But others, quietly, grow old in isolation. Some have lost family, some never married, some feel forgotten, some simply don't want to burden anyone. And in a society where independence is seen as dignity, asking for help can feel like admitting weakness. So loneliness becomes silent, but real. And then there is another urgent problem: care work. Japan does not have enough caregivers, not even close. Right now, Japan needs over 25,000 additional care workers by 2026 and over 570,000 by 2040. Some care facilities post job listings for months, even years, with no applicants. Why? Because the work is hard, the emotional load is heavy, the physical demands are intense, and the pay often does not match the responsibility. So care workers leave, new ones do not replace them, and care homes struggle to keep their doors open. Japan has tried many solutions: raising wages, introducing automation and AI, developing care robots, simplifying paperwork with digital systems. And Japan is also welcoming more foreign care workers from the Philippines, Vietnam, Indonesia, Nepal, and beyond, under special visa programs. Many of them work with patience, skill, and dedication, but they face challenges too. Language barriers, cultural expectations, complex certification exams, immigration bureaucracy, and care work, no matter where in the world, carries emotional weight. But despite all the challenges, the story isn't hopeless. Japan is adapting. The government is expanding community-based care models so elderly people can remain in familiar neighborhoods. Cities are redesigning infrastructure, making transportation accessible, buildings barrier-free, and public systems easier to navigate. Technology is evolving, from smart homes to mobility aids to AI health monitoring. And society is slowly shifting how it views aging, not as decline, but as another life stage with meaning. Some older adults reinvent themselves, learning new skills, returning to work, joining intergenerational programs, becoming mentors, or rediscovering identity beyond family roles. Japan is now asking a new question: not just how do we care for the elderly, but how do we help people age with dignity, purpose, and connection? The future won't look like the past. Japan's population will continue shrinking. That part is almost certain. But a shrinking society isn't always a failing one. It can become more adaptive, more inclusive, more intentional. A society where age does not push someone to the margins, but gives them space to continue shaping their community. So maybe the question isn't, can we stop Japan from aging? Maybe the real question is, how can Japan design a future where aging is sustainable and meaningful? Because one truth remains, every society will face aging eventually. Japan is simply the first. And what happens here may shape how the rest of the world prepares for the same future. Thank you for listening. If this topic resonated with you or made you think about the future of society, feel free to subscribe, share your thoughts, or tell me how aging is viewed in your country. Until next time, take care. And whatever age you are, I hope your future feels like something you can walk toward, not something you fear.